Hello, everyone. Welcome again to the second episode of Beyond the Orders, where we'll be interviewing people who are already in the entrepreneurial journey so that we'll be interviewing them to ask them about their mistakes and all of it, so that for you who is actually watching this and then you're aspiring to become an online entrepreneur yourself, you're actually going to avoid most of those mistakes, right? You're actually going to be avoiding most of those mistakes. So today we have with us an excellent entrepreneur who is really killing it in the industry, especially when it comes to the virtual assistantship part of like kind of offering your service as a virtual assistant. Okay, so today we have with us Adeboye David. So I'll be reading his profile and then I'll bring him up and then we can start out with our interview for today. So Adeboye David is a talented and versatile professional in the field of virtual assistants, social media management, and Canva design. Like this guy is literally all backs, right? With his expertise in these areas, he has successfully collaborated with numerous organizations in Nigeria and abroad, providing exceptional virtual assistance service and helping them establish and maintain a strong online presence. As a virtual assistant, Adeboye has honed his skill in various aspects of administrative support, including managing emails, scheduling appointments, handling data entry, conducting research, and more. His meticulous attention to details, excellent organizational abilities, and strong communication skills have made him a reliable and trusted partner for his clients, whether it's in handling day-to-day tasks or taking on complex projects. Adeboye's dedication and commitment to delivering high-quality results have earned him accolades from his clients. In addition to his virtual assistant expertise, Adeboye is also a proficient social media manager. He understands the power of social media platforms in enhancing brand visibility and engagement. Through strategic planning, content creation, and effective social media campaign, he has helped businesses expand their reach, connect with their target audience, and ultimately achieve their marketing goals. Adeboye's knowledge of the latest social media trends and his ability to analyze data to optimize campaign has proven instrumental in driving success for his clients. In summary, Adeboye David is multi-talented virtual assistant, social media manager, and a Canva designer. Through his exceptional skills and expertise, he has established himself as a reliable, valuable resources for organizations seeking virtual assistance, social media management, and high-catching designs. With his passion for excellence and dedication to delivering top-notch results, Adeboye has continued to make positive impacts on businesses which he collaborates with. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome with us today, Mr. David Adeboye. Mr. David, you're welcome. Thank you for joining
Mr.
Beyond the
Festus,
Hurdles today.
thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
thank you very much, and thank you for joining us today. How's the evening really going? How's the evening coming in?
The evening was good. I just finished a session somewhere. I had to rush down here at the beck and call of my boss.
Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. So if you watched our last session before, you know where we were talking about the gift of people and then relationship. Thank you, Mr. David. So actually going to be jumping in straight up into this stuff, right? So actually going to be jumping in straight up into today's section, right? Now the first question I'm actually going to be asking is, can you share a major mistake you made early in your online entrepreneurial journey, and what did you learn from it?
Okay. I think the first mistake that I made and I've shared over time with people was the fact that when I started out first, I thought that as we started this online business and money was just coming in, I thought that money would just keep on coming in like that all the time. So that was like the first major mistake I made. Buy gadgets, I buy stuffs, even the ones I need, the ones I don't need. It was during my NYC. I was serving at that period. So everybody, they used to call me Jolly Copper, Enjoyment Copper. So I'll buy food, eat, buy. And then after like a period of like 4 months, money was not coming again. Courses were not selling again. Clients were not coming again. And I was like, what's happening? So I read a book that book was the one that actually changed my mind. The book is called The Millionaire Fast Lane. So I read that book, and then I knew that, okay, there are days like this in business where you have to save for days like that. And then the second mistake I made was that I invested wrongly. Okay, so I just took big money. I just put in one of these online investment that crashed on Facebook sometimes ago, and then I just put money there like that because. And the lesson I learned was that don't invest in anything you do not have the knowledge about. If you want to invest in something, first of all, invest in the knowledge of that thing. So when you invest in getting knowledge about that stuff, then you can now invest in that thing you want to invest. So these are like two major mistakes I made and the lessons I learned from them.
Okay, that's amazing. That's amazing. The part of investing in knowledge. So for you who is actually watching us right now, you are seeing a business that you want to actually delve in. You're seeing how thriving this business is, right? Now, the thing is, one thing you have to even understand when it comes to these things, nobody's going to be sharing their mistakes entirely from their campaigns, right? Everybody wants to share their success stories. So when you see this kind of thing, one of the first things you want to always do is think about it, invest in knowledge, look out for the ways, invest in knowledge in those businesses, and then it's going to go a long way into helping you. Not just about investing, right? Not just about investing, not just about the platforms, but it could equally be in that business you want to really start out. Okay, so in the next question we're actually going to be asking is, what are some common misconceptions or myths about starting an online business that you encountered along the way?
There are so many of them, and the major one I want to talk about is those people who say that because you are doing an online business, you should not be posting every day. So when I started on my online business, they will tell you like, you are posting too much, you are posting too much, you are posting too much. And then the reply I give them is, you go to work every day, you are going to work too much. So the reply I always give them is, me posting every day means that I'm opening my office just like you're going to your office, or I'm opening my shop just as you are going to your shop. So that was and then another misconception with starting an online business is people think that you need to know everything before you start, or you need to have everything before you start. Take, for example, someone wants to start a YouTube channel and then you are waiting to get a mic, you are waiting to get a light, you are waiting to get aesthetics and props everywhere, where you can simply start with just a simple phone holder of 4,500 naira and maybe a light of 5,000, or even your bulb in your house, and then keep recording your thing until you get money to buy other stuff. So it simply means that start with what you have. The misconception is that you have to have something big before you start. No, you can start with what you have. And then in number 3, I want to talk about is, a lot of persons think that to start an online business, you need to how will I put it now? You need to be popular. Yeah, that it's only influencers that can come to Facebook or WhatsApp or Instagram and create. No, this power of social media has made that any Tom, Dick, and Harry can simply start something and be able to reach out to a lot of persons. So if you're watching today and you're thinking that I'm not popular yet and I cannot start my own business, I think that's a wrong misconception. Anybody with a smartphone and knowledge and skill can actually do a business online.
Yeah, the basic goal is for you to first of all have the right knowledge and have the right skill. You know that part of talking about that part where you talked about knowing, like, people feel like I have to encompass a lot of things first before I start, like trying to get it perfect. That thing actually really affected me when I was starting out, right? So I was learning a lot of things, like a lot. I just buy a course and I want to finish the course from A to Z, like everything. And I long run, I don't even know where to start from. You don't even know where to begin. Like, you don't even know whether to start from A, you don't know whether to start from B. At the long run, you just become so confused. This is how overwhelmingness starts from. This is another part of this procrastination kind of thing. And then the first part where you talked about people are saying you're posting too much. Most persons don't treat their online businesses like businesses. So I had one of these offers I was trying to sell to people, and then I was like, it's for business owners. And then somebody told me that I'm not a business owner, I'm an affiliate marketer. But you are running an online business. You're selling other people's products. Like, it's an online business, right? But they just feel like, okay, because it's not like the brick and mortar stuff, I don't have the registered company and all that, I'm not running a business. So if you are doing an online business, you have to treat your online business like a business. You cannot open your shop today and tomorrow is closed, next tomorrow is closed. Literally, nobody's going to buy. So just like David, please learn how to be posting every day. Maybe I'll come and draw strength from posting every day actually. But I have some things that I have to like, just schedule, automate and order. Okay, so moving on to the next question. What is one thing you wish you had known before you started your online business? And what would have been like if you had the knowledge that you have now, what would have actually influenced your approach?
Okay, I think what I would have loved to know while I started was how to automate my process. Honestly, if I had learned how to automate my process before or when I started, I think that I would have scaled more than that. Because at that time, everything we were doing was just manual. Everything was manual. Payments, onboarding, teaching, everything was manual. But now with some tools or some technology, someone can pay and then the person pays, you are sleeping, and then the person is redirected to where he or she will get the course, and then the person start taking the course or the product and stuff like that. So automation has actually helped me, like it has saved my ass a whole lot of time. So if I had known that at that time, it's not like it was not available then. It was available, but I just didn't know enough at that time to, or maybe I didn't meet. If I had met someone like you that time, probably I would have learned a whole lot of about automation. So I think the only thing I feel I should have, if I had known better then, was just the fact that I needed to automate my business and put it on autopilot so that it will run even when I'm sleeping or when I'm not around.
You see, that's that part of business, especially when if I'm trying to like trying to talk about my business to people. First of all, I'm going to ask them this specific question. If you are going to leave your business leave your business to, which is basically either your phone or your laptop, for like the next 1 week, is your business going to survive? Once you say no, then that means you're not running the business. Right? The business is running you. Most persons, they run away from the 9 to 5 jobs. They're like, I don't have time for my family. I don't have time. And then you're running into the online business, and then you feel like the online business is harder if you're trying to do everything yourself. So you have to look out for a way to outsource some of the stuff you want to outsource to virtual assistants like David and plenty of people he's training, or you want to outsource to automation, right? So that's basically one problem that most persons actually have. Like, I have actually had somebody tell me that automating the process is going to make you look AI-ish. It's going to make you look AI-ish. It's going to make you sound like a robot. I'm like, you're the one that is actually giving the responses that people are actually going to be getting. You input it. The AI is not going to do that for you. You're actually saying, at this specific time, or when this person asks a specific question, please reply this way. So, except you are sounding like an AI while you're trying to prompt it and all of it. So, yes, automating your business, learning about, like, it's not just using automation tools, but outsourcing the things that knows that is going to take a lot of your time, and somebody else can actually do it more effective, can actually help. And moving on to the next question is, how important is it for online entrepreneurs to be open to experimenting and learning from their mistakes? And can you provide an example from your own journey?
All right, so experimenting and learning from mistakes. Now, I'm of the opinion that life is a risk, and there are so many things that they say that don't test the waters with both feet. But on this online journey, there's at some point you would have to test the waters with both feet and all your body self. Yes, because let me take myself as an example. I was doing designs with Canva for a very long time, doing design with Canva, and then I noticed at a certain point of my life that I will not say the market got saturated. I will say that I was not getting the results, the output I wanted to get. And then I knew I was a skillful person. I know how to do several stuff. I do social media management. I know how to automate. I know how to build sales page and other stuff like that. And so I just took a leap of faith, and then I just ventured into virtual assistants. I started talking about virtual assistant. In less than 3 weeks, I got my first client. Then that was 2021. The person was paying me like 120K per month to do virtual assistance job. And I was like, wow, really? And I started doing it. And then it was in this year, January 2023, like I got very, very intentional about virtual assistant. I do Canva designs on the ground. People still pay me to do designs for them. People still pay me to buy my course. But then I just realized that if I had not experimented by saying, okay, guy, try these virtual assistants and see how it's going to work out. If I had not tried it, I'll probably still be stuck in the cat and rat game, running around Canva stuff, running around design, and then I'll just be stuck. So I feel that Even if I'd done it and did not work, I would find a way to do something else or find a way to improve on something that I was doing before. Now, because I experimented, it worked, and now this is me today. So, as an entrepreneur, you can explore, you can experiment, in as much as it's not going to burn you too much, especially if it involves money. Don't experiment with money that you cannot maybe afford to lose. Because I want to try a business, for example, I don't know anything about affiliate marketing. I just take like 1 million naira and put in affiliate marketing, or let's use Forex, for example, or crypto. I take 1 million and put in crypto, and then everything just crashes. Then I will not start crying. No, that's not an experiment. That is a crazy risk. But you can do experiments that will not harm you or harm your business. Learn from them and use it to. You can even learn from it and then train or teach other persons that are coming behind you to learn from that process also.
Yeah, yeah, that's super amazing. That leap of faith, and now you can see how much that making that amount of money from you just offering your virtual assistantship service and then getting paid at the end of the month. You can literally, gather that money and then invest it in some other things, like invest it in your business, invest it in the marketing of your other products and all of it. So yeah, that experimentation part of it is really, really, really paramount, because you just cannot just stay in one place. There are ideas that are coming in. God is giving you a lot of ideas, and so you just have to look out for a way to be able to like try to move. The most important thing is don't get too comfortable in one place, because you get don't get too comfortable in one place. That is it. Okay, so the final question, right? So looking back at your online entrepreneurial journey, what is the most valuable lesson you have learned that has contributed to your success?
Well, I would talk about three. I'll talk about three of them.
Okay.
Number one is the people factor. You will not survive in this online business if you do not have people. Now, I'm not saying people who are buying your services now. I'm not talking about your client or your customers. I'm talking about your circle of friends. For me now, I have you, I have Esther, I have Deborah, I have Paul, I have Prominence, and so many of all these other persons around me like that. Like, I have a whole lot of persons. Now, the online business is a tough terrain, and you will need people on your down days. You need people on the days when it's not looking like it. You need people on the days when you feel like giving up. You need people to just help you come up again. That's number one. The number two thing is that you would need to get leads. Yeah, you will need to get people to see your product. You need to get people to see your product. That's one lesson I've learned. No matter how good your product is, if people are not seeing it, it will just get rotten in the file or wherever you have uploaded it. So you need to put eyes on your product through ads, through influencers, any means possible legally, actually, that can ensure that people see what you are doing. And then finally, whether you're a Christian or you're a Muslim or anybody that are watching me, you cannot remove the God factor. That's just what I'll conclude with. The God factor is like paramount, it's constant. You are submitting to a spirit or a God, whichever way it is. For me as a Christian, the God factor has always been, because there are times when you do everything right, but you will not get the right results.
Yeah.
Like, you are going to do everything right, your marketing is A game, your course is top notch, your product is number one, but you are not getting the result that you want. At that time, even your friends will not be able to lift you up. So for me, these are the three things that I believe that, yeah.
That's so I'm going to start out with the God factor that you talked about last. You see that thing where, like, everything you are setting up, that kind of thing when you're preparing, let's say you're preparing a product, and then you've seen, like, you've checked the marketing, you've checked, like, once I put out this thing now, it's going to, like,
people
hit.
buy.
Like,
Yeah.
you're already calculating these stuff. Everything is just perfect. Once I start this ad, I'm going to invest this money in ad. I'm going to be you get all your analysis and everything perfect. And on the long run, you just launch it. And in the first 10 hours, you're like, what's going on? What's happening? And then you see, the funny part of this thing is the specific time when it happens to me, right? Like, I was angry, I was boiling, I was trying to check up what's wrong. I spoke to a few of my friends, like can you please check out this funnel? Is it leaking or something? And then while I just left everything, I went to rest. I just left everything, I went to sleep. In my sleep, I was getting ideas. I'm sure that the Holy Spirit was just fine-tuning it. He said, how about you open up this stuff for affiliates to sell? How about you open up this stuff for affiliates to sell? So I reached out to a few friends and I'm like, okay, this is one thing I'm actually going to, let's just do it this way. I'm going to be giving you a higher commission if you're going to be doing it, not like the regular one. And then just only one person posted this stuff on her status. Now, this is, like, only one person posted this stuff on her status and boom, the whole sales picked up. And immediately that thing picked up. Yes. Once I was able to get the numbers into, like, everything just started out coming in. And then secondly, this people factor. Like, people need to understand that you cannot do, like, just like you cannot do life alone. You cannot do your online business alone. Like, you really cannot do your online business alone. I was even talking to someone this evening and the person is like, I'm introverted, I don't like taking calls, and I'm like, you're doing business. Like, really, introvert. I want introvert. You see, there are times where you have to leave that your introvertiveness and then you just need to come out and then talk to people. Like, if not, the world is a lonely place, as well as the role of business.
That's true.
As well as the role of business. So one of the things you want to do is invest in people, invest in relationships, right? Invest in relationships. So I was able to bring David here. You actually heard the fact that he just jumped off from a session and then he joined in here. And then he has been able to literally give you all these things for free. Now, the thing is, when we started out, if we knew all these things we're actually sharing with you for free, we'll have skyrocketed, we'll have blown, like we'll have gone far. All the trials and errors that we did, we'll have just, just been able to get it. And I am sure if somebody was doing it when we started, it literally has to be paid. And then these guys were doing it with the money we could not really afford, but you're getting it in a platter of gold. Thank you for choosing not to give up in those times where everything was going haywire. And thank you for, choosing to join us today. So before you leave, is there any final word that you want to, like a final word, a final lesson, or a final thing, a final advice that you want to give us that's going to be watching this?
I think I'm just going to wrap up with this, that online business might not be for everybody, but your business can be online. Not everybody will do affiliate marketing, not everybody will do social media management, not everybody will do funnel building, virtual assistant, but you can bring that business that you are doing online, that bag that you're selling, that shoe that you are selling, that clothes that you're selling, you can bring it online and triple or double your sales. And finally, if you're an online entrepreneur like me and you are at the point where nothing is working, 2022, I could swear that I was doing everything right. Trust me. Sometimes I will call my friends and I will cry. Yes, I will call Esther, I will cry. I will call Paul, I will cry. I will call people and I will cry because I was doing it right. Everything I knew that I was supposed to do, I was doing it right, but I was not getting the required result. And that led me to the God factor again. God, I beg now, what's going on? Help me out. And then, of course, help came. So if you are here and then you feel it's not going right, it's good to cry, but when you cry, go back to your God, and then it would help you out. So that's just my final words for tonight.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you for joining us, and thank you. God bless you. I can't really thank you enough for joining us.
You're welcome. I really am glad to do this with you, and I hope to see the premiere when it's out tomorrow.
All right, no problem. Sure.
All right. Take care and have a great night.
All right. Thank you. Now you've been able to listen to David talk about this. There was something he said before he left. Talked about this. Not everybody can do an online business, but your business can be online, right? Now, with the age of the internet, with how internet has actually come up to be, right? It has become really, really paramount that you need a lot of eyes, right? You need a lot of eyes. You need a lot of people to see what you're doing. You need a lot of people to see what you're doing. So that bag you're struggling to sell along the road, that bag you're struggling to, like, you're paying for a store for. We're not saying you should close your store and then make everything online. Look out for ways to, like, advertise it on Facebook, show it on Facebook, tell people to come to your store on Facebook. You don't literally have to, be dancing around the market trying to drag customers. You could basically just, set up these stores and then just bringing people to your physical shop to get more persons, right? Your business, most persons may not succeed. Most persons may not succeed with doing the online business. You may not succeed with the affiliate marketing. You may not succeed with the skills that we're actually offering. You may not succeed with that, but you can actually do a physical business and then bring the physical business online, and then you skyrocket. So you have to always look at your past, look for your parts, check your parts, check the parts where it aligns. And again, the final word he said, the spirit part of it. You can't do life without God. So even if you're a Muslim, you're an African traditionalist, apart from the fact that you're an atheist or something, but you really cannot do life without the spirit. There are times where you have to literally go back to the secret place and then sit down and listen, get the ideas and all. Just like you can't do life without the spirit, you can't do life without people. When it comes to this business, the business of the online entrepreneurship, when it comes to this business, you really want to get people around, people that have gone ahead in this place, or people that all of you are trying to struggle it around. There are times where I just sit in the midst of my friends, right? We're almost in the same level. We just sit in the midst, and then from discussion to discussion, from sharing problems, we bring out an idea. And then because we have actually been in the space for a while, we're able to say, okay, let's put a try to this, let's put a try to this. And it becomes a lot more helpful, right? So grow in circles. This is not secondary school where you want to grow solo. Nobody's carrying first in this business. Nobody is. So if you're making 1 million naira today, and then in my business I'm not making it, there's going to be a time where I'm going to be able to make that. I could literally come and surpass the figures you're making. You could literally come and surpass the figures I'm making, but there's no competition in it. The thing is, have a profitable business, let it be profitable for you. You should be able to take care of the stuff that you want to do. You're not taking first, you're not covering your work, you're not doing anything. So launch your ideas. You could literally share your ideas with friends. Just have those friends that are worth being friends, right? And finally, because you said the fact that you can't do life alone does not mean you should do life with stupid people. Look out for those people that crashes your idea. There are people that you just discuss your idea with, and they're like, "I beg, that's not gonna work." You want to look out for those people, and then you cut those ones off. Those ones could be your friends. Now they are your friends who may not really understand the business you're doing. Right? There are friends who may not really understand the business you're doing. You don't have to share your ideas with them because they will quash it. Let's say I have a friend who does not understand this online world, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to be in the month of August, my entire budget to run ads is 1 million naira. And then the person will be like, why would you use 1 million naira to run ads in the first place? Now the person does not even understand what ads is, and then they will tell you you're burning money, right? So there are friends that you have to keep as your friends. You don't share your business with them. They're your friends. They could be your church members. You share any other thing, but apart from your business-related problems with them, not because you feel like they are below or something, but because literally they cannot help you because they don't understand. People cannot help what they don't understand, right? People cannot help what they don't understand. So you want to be able to keep people that understand the business you're doing, and then grow in circles and grow in group. Again, thank you for joining us today in Beyond the Orders. And until next time, we will be interviewing another entrepreneur or series of entrepreneurs. I'll see you again. And just like it, if you have a question that you really want us to ask ask the next set of people that are actually going to be coming in, you can drop your questions in the comments and be able to pick up these questions and then ask it to the next set of people who are actually going to be invited. So until next time, to have a lovely evening, or to have a lovely day, depending on when you're watching us.